Hi everyone, I'm Daniwalker. You're watching Pageant Access, and this week's episode is about my picks for Miss America 2015. I haven't really been keeping up with the Miss America title holders because I've been watching a lot more of the USA pageants and Universe title holders get crowned. So I went on Instagram and I found all of their official Instagram accounts. And I'm pretty sure that all of these Instagram accounts are brand new because they don't have a lot of followers. Most of them have less than 1,000 followers. And I mean, these are girls that are going to compete for Miss America. So somebody is not doing a very good job with their social media. And it really makes sense why USA is more popular than America, because if you look at all the USA title holders, I mean, these girls have like 50,000 followers, 100,000 followers, you know, and you really have to just equate that to their reach, and that's why people know about these girls, and that's why nobody knows about these Miss America title holders. Okay, anyways, aside from their social media, I want to talk about the videos that ABC created to post in the weeks leading up to the Miss America pageant. I feel like somebody really dropped the ball on these clips. If you watch them, I think you're gonna know what I mean. So essentially every girl has 3 clips. She introduces herself, her talent, her interesting fact, something like that, and then she does another video and it's called Hot Tips from Miss America, and then she does another one, the Daily Challenge. So each girl shares something that we as viewers should do to step outside our comfort zone. Most of them are really, really cheesy. I don't know who was responsible for writing these things, but the girls seem very confused. They're very abrupt. And then you have your hot tips from Miss America, and it's just, some of them are giving beauty advice and some of them I don't even know. What really struck me about these videos was that even though they were under 15 seconds, none of the girls had them memorized. And I'm talking about literally just saying, hi, my name's Daniwalker, I'm Miss California in 2015, and I like to blah, 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 blah. Okay, like that is literally how short these videos were, and these girls, I'm not kidding you, are either not looking at the camera, they're like looking off into the distance as they speak, or they're reading off a cue card. I am serious, about half of them actually had to read their own names and titles off of a cue card. That worries me. I don't think that Miss America should forget her own name. She has to know that she's Miss America. This is an important skill, and to me, that's a requirement of Miss America. I don't want Miss America to be up there saying like, hi, I'm Sally Jones, and I'm Miss America. No, that can't be. Girls, you have to know your name, you have to know your title. Why are you reading your titles off of a cue card? This just blows my mind. Anyways, I'm gonna get into aside from that, I'm gonna get into my top picks, things that I liked from the videos. Kansas is gorgeous. She has my favorite headshot out of all the contestants, but when I watched her video clips on her social media, I wasn't as impressed. Not with her speaking abilities, I think that she can carry herself well enough for the pageant, but she just didn't seem very confident. In her images, she comes across as this really stunning, confident, and poised young woman. At least that's the impression that I had from looking at her images, and then when she talks, she's a little more reserved and quiet. So I hope that she can really turn it on for the pageant. I couldn't find Miss Florida's video clip from ABC, but I think she's a very beautiful girl. She has a really great headshot. In the past, Florida title holders have done pretty well at the national level, and I know that they do really put a lot of prep into their title holders, so I'm curious to see how she'll do. I think she'll do, at least as well as the semifinals, just judging by her social media presence. I think that Miss California is very cute. She's very fresh. What I like is that she doesn't have a classical talent like most Miss California Americas do. She's a tap dancer. I think that's great. Unfortunately, tap dancing and vocal performance are basically the top 2 talents this year at Miss America, so it's going to be really hard to stand out if you are a tap dancer amongst the other contestants. Now, as we've seen in previous years, talent doesn't really hold that much clout anymore in the Miss America competition. Although it is a really big portion of your score, it's really not a deal breaker. Minnesota's headshot, I think that it's really fresh and bright. She does look a little bit like a teen if she was competing in another system, but it is Miss America. These girls are under 21, and I think that a lot of Miss America contestants end up looking way too old for their age. So this is something different. I like the color in the image. Her talent is ribbon dancing, and I really hope that she incorporates some rhythmic gymnastics into that, because I don't know how well a ribbon dance is going to do on stage or what its entertainment value is, and like I said, that's going to be a really big part of her score. But watching her videos, she did look great in her videos. She was very confident and very well spoken, so I really like that about her. I think Miss Montana seems really fun. She's the type of girl that I can see getting voted as Miss Congeniality. In her videos, she seems really natural and a little bit silly. I like that about her. I like that she seems a little more candid, but in Miss America, the girls usually are a little more polished. So if things go well for her, I can see her placing in like the semifinals, but I'm not so sure about actually taking home that crown, because I feel like she does need to be a little bit more polished to take on the job of Miss America. To me, Miss Oklahoma seems very polished this year, which isn't untypical from Oklahoma. They're a very competitive state, especially in the America system. And I think it would be interesting to see Oklahoma win Miss America, because Oklahoma won Miss USA. That's kind of cool. I really like too that Oklahoma is brunette. I really don't think that they're going to crown back-to-back blondes in a white gown. And I'm curious to see how Oklahoma would do, but I think that she would be great in the semifinals. Miss Nevada is 23, so she's towards the top of the age division, but she looks very young. In her videos, she comes across as very sweet and also confident, which is great for her. Her talent is classical piano, which now at this point I think is going to help make her stand out, because there aren't that many classical piano players, and I think that that's something that they're always kind of looking for. You know, in your top 10, you always see a piano player, so I think she could definitely fill that spot in semifinals. Miss North Carolina is also a blonde who tap dances, and I'll be honest, what I like most about her is actually her accent. I think it's so cute. She just sounds so adorable. I feel like that's a real advantage for girls when you compete in the United States, is because all over our country we have so many different accents, and I just think her North Carolina accent is so cute. But I wonder who's going to do better, which blonde that tap dances, California or North Carolina, because I don't see both getting up there. South Carolina is one of my favorite contestants. I would put her in my top 5 hands down, as long as she doesn't bomb talent. I think that she's stunning. She looks great on all of her social media, and you have to remember, if you're going to be Miss America, you're going to be out in the public, and you should be aware of your presence and your persona on social media. I think she does a great job of doing that. She speaks very well. She seems very confident in all of her videos, and I think she could be a great Miss America. My top pick for Miss America 2015 goes to Rhode Island, Alexandra Curtis. Now this pick is biased because I've known Alexandra since we were about 15 or 16 years old. We used to compete together, and I have to say from personal experience, she is a really tough competitor. She's incredible on stage, but she's also a very kind person, and she's beautiful on the outside and on the inside, and that is so hard to find in a girl and in a title holder. But not only that, her platform, Leading Ladies, I believe it is, which is essentially encouraging young women to be involved in leadership and politics. I think that it's very relevant. But what's great about it is she didn't just pick up this platform because she wanted to be Miss America. Ever since I've known Alexandra, she has always been involved in student leadership and politics and things of that nature. So this is something that she identifies with, that she's passionate about. I think that she would be an incredible title holder for Miss America. I mean, she's getting her first master's degree right now, and she's gonna go get her second one after that. She's just an incredible person, and on top of it, she's a brunette, which is great because then you guys wouldn't have to crown 2 blondes in a row, which I don't think it's gonna happen anyways. Alexandra, though, does like to wear white dresses, and she has had a lot of success in white dresses, so I really actually hope to see her in color this year, but I don't think that wearing a white gown would stop her from winning because she's so amazing. So there you have it. Those are my picks. Those are my top girls for Miss America 2015. Now this is only based off of their social media or what I've known about these girls in the past. I would love to hear your guys' top picks for Miss America. I want to know who you think is going to win this year. Please leave those in the comments below. Also be sure to like this video and subscribe to this channel. Be sure to follow me on Instagram at Daniwalker and at Pageant Access. Follow me on Twitter at Daniwalker Music, or like my Facebook fan pages, Daniwalker or Pageant Access. Thank you so much for joining me this week.